Welcome to class today. My name is Cindy, and on behalf of the YMCA and myself, I welcome you and thank you for joining me today. Today I will be leading a yoga sculpt class, so that will mean we will be using weights. I have 2 pounds that I'm going to be using through class. 3 pounds are set up over here. The most I would go in this class is a 5-pound weight. Anything over, it's going to be a struggle with the arms out. We want to make sure we keep the space between the ear and the shoulders. Shoulders stay down, shoulder blades squeezed in, so we have that nice open chest. The heavier weight, the harder it is to maintain that posture. So with all that being said, please choose your weights according to you and what you have ahead of you for today. We're going to start on the floor, so come on down and bend the knees and then sit back onto the heels. If this is uncomfortable for you, find a cross-legged posture or whatever works. So closing the eyes or softening the eyes. Start thinking about pulling in the abdominal wall. Facial muscles go heavy and tongue is off the roof of the mouth. So throughout class, please remember to breathe. As things get uncomfortable, we have a tendency to hold in our breath. So let's focus on our breath. We're going to do 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, arms sweep up. In through the mouth, exhale, sweep the arms out and down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release, let it all go. One more time, taking that big inhale, sweep of the arms. And exhale, sweep the arms out and down. Taking the knees out to the side of the mat, big toes stay in towards one another, walking the hands forward, coming into a child's pose. So hips are towards the heels, and if your hips don't make it to the heels, somewhere in that address, forehead's coming down towards the mat, and think about more of a strength posture with this. So walk those hands forward, engaging in through the shoulders and through the arms and stretching out through the back. So once again, facial muscles are just heavy towards the floor. And then start walking those hands back in towards the body and end up on hands and knees. So pushing the palms into the mat, spreading those fingers, dial the elbows in so the inside of the arms are to the outside. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Taking an inhale right here in a neutral spine. On your exhale, roll through your spine, pull up your belly button, chin goes in towards the chest. And then inhale, rolling the shoulders down, lifting the chest up, lifting the chin away from the chest, and your tail lights are up. And then exhale into cat. And inhale into cow. And one more time, big exhale on the out. Inhale into cow. And then find your way back into neutral spine. Taking your left leg behind you, right arm extends forward, finding balance. So left hip towards the floor, right fingertips reaching forward with the thumb up towards the ceiling, lengthen all 4 sides of the neck. So in length posture, take an inhale here. On the exhale, think about that cat posture. I want you to pull the elbow to the knee through center around the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, long. One more time, exhale to crunch. On this next inhale, lengthen and find your breath. Take a bend into the left knee, or right hand's gonna reach around. Find that left foot and kick the foot into the hand. Create a little arch into the spine. Really great quad stretch for that left leg. And as you release, your right hand's gonna come to the mat. Left leg's gonna find extension. And I want you to think tricep push-up. So the elbows are gonna go straight back behind you and you're just gonna drop into the chest and push up. Lower the chest and push up. You have 2 more. Make sure that left hip stays down to the floor. Come on down and hold it. And then push yourself back up and bring that left leg on in. So hips go off to the left, hands go off to the right. Take a small stretch. And then come back in through center. Just get some fist pumps and wrist rolls, making sure you're staying out of the wrist. Make sure you're pushing into the palms, pushing into the webbing of the hand. Coming back onto hands and knees. Right leg finds extension behind you. Left arm reaches forward, thumb up towards the sky. Right hip dip to the floor. Take an inhale here. Exhale to center crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more times. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, long. Exhale to center. Inhale, find the length. Find your breath. So right heel towards the rear. Left hand reaches around, finds that foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Little chest and shoulder opening right here. And then as we release, right leg extends back behind us. Left hand down towards the floor. So think about your tricep push-ups, maybe a mini chaturanga, if that term works better for you. So come on down and push up. We lower and we lift. 2 more times. And this next one, come on down and take that hold. Lengthen all 4 sides of the neck, hip towards the floor, and then push yourself back up. Bring that right knee in, hips go off to the right, and hands go off to the left. So find relaxation in your jaw. And then coming back in through center, just a couple fist pumps and wrist rolls. We have a few down dogs today, so I really want you to focus on staying out of those wrists. So coming back onto hands and knees. Flip the toes. Take an inhale here so you can exhale into downward facing dog. First down dog, so let's walk the dog. Bend into the knees, shuffle the hips, and then quiet the body. On an inhale, our right leg's gonna come high. So once again, I want you to think about that cat posture with the spine. I want you to pull the knee to the nose, so you're gonna round the spine, drop the head, and inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And on this exhale, I want you to take that right foot and come to the outside of the right hand, not to the inside. Wide stance on a runner's lunge. So hands are gonna walk over towards the left side. Left hand's gonna take that weight. Hopefully it's nearby. Hopefully you have that weight. So left hand has the weight. Weight's pushing towards the mat. We're gonna lift the arm and lower. Lift and lower. So we're going deep into the inner thigh of that right leg. We lift and lower. 4 more. For 3. For 2. And let's take a hold. Hold it up. And then let's bring that one weight on down. And heel toe the right foot on in so we can frame up the right foot with both hands, coming into an extended stretch. So we're gonna lengthen out both legs, both sets of toes, facing towards me. Letting the head hang. And here we're gonna find tabletop. So lengthen out the spine, bring those hands back behind and take opposing elbows. So keeping length in the spine and dialing the hip towards the floor. And then as we release those hands, bring the hands back to frame up the foot. Step your left leg back to come back into your runner's lunge. Hands to the mat so you can release your right leg, come back into your 3-legged dog, and then bring the right foot down. And let's walk the dog. Quiet the legs. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, round the spine, take knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. And on this exhale, we're gonna take that left foot, we're gonna step on out to the outside of the left hand. Walk the hands more towards the right side. Bring the left palm to center. Right arm's gonna take the weight, and we're gonna lateral arm raise and push it in. Pull up and push. So pay attention to what's going on with that left leg. Make sure that knee's not going forward, knees over ankle. We lift and lower. 4 more. For 3. 2. We're gonna have an isometric hold. Lift and hold it. Did you choose your weights wisely? And let's bring that weight on down. Heel, toe, foot in. Coming into your runner's lunge. Taking our extended stretch. Lengthen out both legs. Bring the forehead down towards the shin. And now we're gonna tabletop. So lift up, find tabletop, take opposing elbows, lengthen all 4 sides of the neck. Trying to keep the length in both legs, bend the knees as needed. And that right hip, it's dialed towards me. And then as we release the hands back towards the mat, the right foot steps back, coming into our runner's lunge. Hands to the mat, move your weights as needed. We're gonna release the left foot, 3-legged dog. Left foot meets up with the right. In down dog. I want you to take a bend into the knees. We're gonna lengthen out into plank, and then into down dog. Bend into the knees, lengthen out to plank, and down dog. We have 2 more times. Bend into the knees, lengthen to plank, downward facing dog. 1 more time, bend into the knees, lengthen into plank, downward facing dog. This time as you bend into the knees, hop or walk. Find your way forward into forward fold. So let's let the hips shift side to side. Relax the jaw. Move around as needed. So we're gonna take our weights. Now I want you to think about using your core, not your shoulders. So roll the shoulders down and back. Pull up your abdominal wall. Take a little length in through your spine, and then safely come on up to standing. So let the blood flow. If you have low blood pressure, please watch when we're going from down to up. So taking weights. Weights are gonna come into one hand, the other arms. Right hand has both my weights. Left hand's in prisoner. We're gonna take a side bend and straight up to mountain. Side bend and mountain pose. So hips are stacked over knees. And knees are over ankle. We have 8 this side, and we have 8 on the other side. 4 more to go. With relaxed jaw for 3, 2. This one, side bend and take a hold right here. Just let that stretch on out. Get a little C curve going here. And then that right ear is going towards that right shoulder, releasing through the left side of the neck, and then come in through center. Switching out the weights. Left hand has the weights, right arm prisoners. So we side bend and lift. Side bend, make sure you have your pelvic tilt, so hips are under, so hips can stay over knees, knees over ankles. Please be breathing through this, jaw is relaxed. 3 more for 2. And this next one, come on over and hold it right here. So make sure you're pushing that right elbow back. Shoulders should actually be stacked. And then lifting in through center, each hand takes a weight. Inhale, high mountain. Take the weights with you. On the exhale, I'm gonna cue micro back bend so we can control the weights. Take a cactus with the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, take your weights with you. Exhale, forward fold, and go ahead and take the weights out to the side. And let's walk our way all the way back into downward facing dog. So head is hanging down towards the mat, pushing the heels towards the floor. You're gonna be taking left foot, toes are gonna point out to the side, and you're gonna step to the side of the mat. And then right foot's going to join. So you're coming into a frog squat. So frog right here, but wider on the legs because we're going to move the squat. We're going to take the weights with us. Palms are going to face the backs of the hands, facing towards me. Palms are facing in towards you. So we're in our squat, we're tapping the floor. We're going to lift all the way up, and then we're going to come and tap the floor. Lift all the way up, and then come on down. So watch what's happening with the hands. Hands in or palms in, palms out. Palms in, palms out. Coming straight through your tailbone. Make sure you're shooting that tailbone down towards the mat. We're going 2 more times. And 1 more. And come all the way down, weights to the side, elbows to the inside, just hanging out in a frog. Maybe get a little movement. So go in for a block if you have a block nearby. So let's take those weights out to the side, palms, and then watch how you take that weight, step on back, and find your forward fold. Inhale, right leg up. On the exhale, either come to the left knee or sweep it through, whatever works. You're coming into runner's lunge. Runner's lunge, using core strength, not the neck, abdominal walls up, long spine, taking your weights. And as we lift up, we're gonna cactus the arms. So crescent with the legs, cactus the arms, adding a little bit of twist, going off to the left, come through center, and off to the right. And center, left, center, right, and center. Taking the weights along the side of the body, hinging over at that right hip crease. Weights back where the hips are. You're just gonna straight arm push back, pull down, push and pull. We're doing sets of 4, and we'll catch the other 4 on the other side. Push and pull. Bring the weights forward, lift up through your chest. Weights are coming overhead. You can use 1 weight. We're gonna be doing a tricep dip overhead while you bend that back knee. So tricep dip and knee back. So tricep dip, knee down. 2 more. And 1 more, come on down and hold it right here. Drop the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades. Hopefully you chose your weights wisely. Let's bring the arms up, weights to center, come into warrior 2. So arms are gonna go long, heel to arch alignment, and then turn the palms away from you. So back of hands are going back, palms are going forward, and we're gonna circle the arms. So go into that lunge, find that circle, and then let's go the other way. And then quiet the arms. Arms that come in through center. Keep into your warrior 2 with your legs. Bicep curl. We curl, release. 4 of these. We have another side to do. We'll capture the other 4. The last one right here. Push those weights down. Come back into your warrior 2. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. And then finding your way, let's windmill those arms around. Remember, you have weights, so take this slowly. Coming back on into your runner's lunge, weights off to the side. Move those feet and hands around as needed so you can release that right leg. Stepping on up in a 3-legged dog. And then right foot meets up with left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, sweeping left leg through or coming to your knee, stepping it through. However you get to runner's lunge. Using core, drop your shoulders. Use your core strength. We're gonna lift up and arms are coming into cactus. So dropping in right here, taking our twist. Go to the right and center, left and center, right, and then let's go left. Coming back in through center, weights along the side of the body, coming over at your left hip crease. Remember, your feet are not glued to your mat. Move around as you need to. So weights back behind at where the hips are, and we push from there. Push straight arm to the hips. Push straight arm as you release. We're not going past the hips. 2 more. Oh, 1 more. And let's bring those weights center and start to lift up through the chest. Weights are coming overhead. We have 4 more tricep dips overhead with that back knee going towards the floor. So we dip and drop that back knee. 2 more. And last one, come on down. Stay out of your neck, shoulders down, squeeze shoulder blades, breathe. Arms up, bring weight center so each hand can take a weight. Come into your warrior 2. So find your posture, deep into the lunge, Turn your palms so they're facing forward, and let's go for those arm circles. This is why I said not go much heavier than 5-pound weights. And then let's go the other way. And then holding, open up that chest. Weights are coming in through center. We have 4 on a curl. We curl, release, curl. 2 more. And 1 more. And arms back up into your warrior 2. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale into your warrior 2. And then finding your breath so that you control the move. Let's windmill the arms around. Bring up the forward foot. Weights to the floor. Hands to the floor. And then we're going to release that left leg. Step all the way back into 3-legged dog. And then left is going to meet up with the right to your downward facing dog. And here we're going to take a bend into the knees, lift the heels, hop or walk. Find your way forward. Using core strength, take your weights. Roll the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades. Cross the weights. Weights are center out in front, and we're just gonna sit into chair. So finding your chair pose, toes are facing towards me, and we're just gonna pulse on into it. Dropping the hips, pulsing into our chair, and then drop on in and hold it right here. We're gonna release the weights. We're gonna go from chair to high mountain. So weights are coming up and overhead. We're gonna tap the floor. Tap the floor, arms up. Tap the floor, lift. We have 8 of these. Tap and lift. In here's 4, and we got movement. Weights going back behind you. Watch those knees. 4 more. Watch the shoulders. For 3, for 2, and 1 more. And arms up and hold, high mountain. And let's bring the weights through center. And then we're gonna use squat, put the weights to the floor. We're just gonna take a breath right here. So finding mountain pose, palms face towards me, grounding into all 4 corners of your feet. So pull in the abdominal wall while you tuck your rear under, finding your pelvic tilt. That way your shoulders will go over your hips will align with your knees, and knees with your ankles. And find a few breaths right here. We're moving pretty quickly. So I'm gonna take time for a balanced posture. Just to catch your breath, we'll be using tree as our balanced posture today. Grounding into your right foot, the bottom of your left. It's gonna come somewhere to the inside of the right leg. Please stay off the ankle, please stay off the knee. And I say that every time I cue chair because it's so easy to go into a joint. Please do not. So you can come up with the leg, palms to touch. You can get your elbows away from your abdominal wall. The abs are gonna have to work a little bit harder. They're gonna have to engage to hold the arms displaced forward. Right here, we relax. Here, we engage. And then arms come up, dial the pinkies in, finding stillness, catching your breath, and then palms back to touch. We're gonna do an extended stretch off to the side. We're gonna peace sign the toes, and then we're gonna kick that leg on out to the side. Woo, and we all wobble. I just demonstrated. So finding that wobble, finding what works for you, arm up, and release. Now one side may do better than the other, so when we do that extension, you can always pull at the knee. You can just displace the foot. So getting ready for the other side, hopefully what you did on one side, you can do on this side, different day, different side of the body. Always listening to your body. Palms to touch, elbows displaced away from the body. Want that core to engage. Small move, big benefits. And then bringing those arms up, dropping the shoulders. So this is really a strength posture for your back. So when the arms are up and the shoulders are down, squeezing the shoulder blades back behind you into center, finding that mid-back strength. Then palms back to touch. So yes or no, you're gonna peace sign the big toes and kick that leg out. Out of your options. So hand below the knee, holding right here. Arm is up. You can kickstand the foot, arm is up. Just a little opening to the inner thigh, whichever you chose to do. And let's all meet back in standing. So finding a little bit of movement, just to get our blood flowing again. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hop or walk, find your way to plank. That was an inhale. You're gonna exhale into a chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend into the knees, lift the heels, hop or walk, find your way to forward fold. Using your core, taking your weights. Come on up, mountain pose with our weights. Grounding into your right foot. You're gonna step that left foot back. We're gonna be taking high airplane lunge to small ball to extended standing staff. Extended standing staff can be here, it can be here, arms can be here, full posture right here. So come on back. Right here, we're gonna lift the arms back while we lift up our left leg. So high airplane lunge. Now we're gonna flow this, taking elbows and knee into center. So think about your cat. Find your standing staff. Small ball, high airplane lunge. We have 4 of these on this side. Small ball, because we have 2 sides. Standing staff, small ball, extension. 2 more times, woo, we all wobble. Small ball, standing staff. Come to center, high airplane lunge. 1 more time, come in small ball, standing staff, small ball. Take your high airplane lunge and hold it right here. High airplane lunge. We're gonna keep left leg up. If you need to bring it down, please do so. Arms come in front. Knuckles are facing down towards the floor. So lateral arm raises. We're gonna lift and lower. Uncurl the toes of the right foot. Please do not dig in. We have 8 of these, so where's that left leg going? You have 4 more. You're breathing through it for 3, 2, I promise we'll stretch out that right leg up and hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. So for that right leg, number 1, you're digging with your toes. You're gonna cramp up your calf. So take heel forward, toes up, sit on down, and pull the toes towards the body. It's gonna release the calf. And then we're gonna take figure 4, we're gonna open that hip. Ground into left foot, gonna cross on over and sit on down. So long spine, just dropping back behind you. We're not pitching forward. It's a subtle move to bring the hips back. And then you have another side to get through. So holding, each hand gets a weight. Ground into your left foot, or right foot steps on back. So we're gonna lift the leg, push the weights, find your high airplane lunge, 2 balanced sides. This seems to be a little challenge for me today. That's fine. Let's find small ball, elbow and knee to center. High standing staff, small ball, high airplane lunge. Pull in, extend forward, pull in, extend back. 2 more times. Come through center, lift, come through center, push back. 1 more time. Small ball, standing staff, small ball, high airplane lunge. Find your balance and make sure that weight is not coming in forward in the left knee, back into the left hip. Let's bring the weights. Palms face towards me this time. So smile. We're gonna draw a smile and push it in. Draw a smile. Drop that right hip to the floor. Where's that right leg? Is it still lifted? Are you uncurling the left toes? As in, don't curl the toes. 3 more. You've got this. 2. 1 more. Yes, yes. I say yes. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and up and out. So we're going to take the left foot forward, toes up, and sit on down. So You can always pull the toes towards the body, release a little bit more through that calf, just in case you're digging in. And then let's take our figure 4, left leg above the right knee. Make sure you're off the knee, and then sit on down. Find your breath, lengthen your neck, chest is lifted. And then let's release. We're gonna work our way back down towards the floor. Please make sure you're getting water as you need it, towing off as you need it. So we have our weights, control the weights. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, micro back bend, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And let's put the weights off to the side. So getting back on breath. Inhale to high plank. And on that exhale, come into chaturanga, but bring yourself all the way down. So now we're on the mat, and let's just create a shelf and bring the forehead down onto the shelf. So taking a couple of breaths right here. We're going to be working specific back work. We're going to be doing a reverse crunch. So quads are going to stay on the floor, tops of the feet are going to stay on the floor, which means you're going to engage your gluteus maximus to help. Hands are going to go into prisoner. It can be a small range of movement. Mine is we lift and we lower. Lift the chest and lower. Lift. Lower, we have 8. Here's 4. We lift and squeeze shoulder blades and lower. Push the feet into the floor. You have 3 more. For 2. For 1 more, lift it up, hold it. Hold it. Can you bring the arms out into T? Can you bring the hands along the side of the body, back behind you? Can you lift the legs now? So a modification of a Superman. Hands are back behind. Holding, lengthen the neck. I know these are not people's favorites to get into the back. We gotta be fair, front, back, right, left, up, down. For 3, 2, and 1, and release. So move your weights as needed. Bring your hands into a spider type posture. So you're gonna end up in a cactus, pushing yourself up. So we're gonna lower the chest. We're going to push ourselves up. We lower. Our hands are in cactus, like a spider. They're spread out. Come on down. Push it up. 3 more. For 2. Keep a bend in those elbows. Last one. Push it up. Hold it. So bring the chin off the chest. Shoulders are dropped. Squeeze shoulder blades in. Watch low back, you're still pulling up the abdominal wall. And then right here, let's come on down. Hands come in towards the chest. Go ahead and push yourself up. Coming onto all 4s. Have your weights. So we're gonna do a knee hinge. If this doesn't work for you, please stand up again and do a squat. That is the alternate move. So we're gonna be on our knees. Arms are gonna be in the curl. We're gonna be lowering from the knee. We're just gonna hinge. It's a hinge, it's not sitting down. We're tucking, and then we're gonna lift up with the bicep curl. So hinge and lengthen the arms, and lift up bicep curl. We have 8 of these. Hinge, and come on up. So as you get familiar with the move, and that won't be comfortable, because it's really deep into the quads, I want you to keep those hands out away from you. Zipper up your core. Zipper up your core. You have 2 more. But this one, come on down. Let's hold it. Hold it, so really tuck the tush. We got length in the quads. Shoulders are down, arms are out. And we're just gonna bring the arms out into T and push them in. There's only 4 of these. Sweep out, pull in. Sweep, One more. Sweep it out, hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Great job if you're following me on that one. So take 1 foot forward, 90-degree bend. We're gonna take that back leg, lift the foot towards the rear. Same hand as foot, getting that stretch. And finding your breath. And then shift that weight back so the foot doesn't fly to the floor. Release it with control and switch out. Other leg forward, heel to bum. Push through the hip. So we're pushing through the hips, getting that deeper stretch. But you don't want to release the foot while you're pushing through the hips because the foot will fly. That's why we bring the weight more towards center and we control the release of the foot. So have a seat. Working into specific core work. We did the back, we did front down, left, right, getting all kinds of things. We're gonna lengthen out your right leg. Left knee is going to be bent, hands interlaced below the knee. So roll the shoulders down, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then once again, hinge back. So you have a long straight spine, then I want you to lift up your left knee, and then lift up your right leg. So you may have gone backwards. Make sure you're engaging through the core. You're not falling backwards, because now we're gonna move. Right leg lifts and lowers, lift. You have 8, lift, and you have 2 sides. So we're not doing 4 and 4. We're doing 8 and 8. You've got this. 4 more. Now think about pulling the knee towards the chest. Add a little more movement to it. Layering it up. Let's hold it right here. Let's release, and hands come out where we just had them. That spider move, legs up and out, arms up, find your boat. Doesn't have to be here. It can be here, it can be here, it can be here. Your boat. Whatever you're doing, I'll count you for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs come out, heels to the floor, toes up, inhale the arms up, exhale into a forward fold. So push that chest forward. Release the forehead down towards the legs. Facial muscles heavy. And then as you release, palms face up, roll through the spine, drop into those shoulders. So now right knee is bent, left leg stays long, hands interlace below the knee. So come on back and lift the knee. And then when you're ready, lift that left leg up. So now we're gonna move the leg, we're gonna lift and lower. So really scooping through the abdominal wall, lift. And now we're gonna add that small pull on the knee. Pull the knee in. We're layering this up. Pull in, pull. One more up and hold it. Shoulders drop, shoulder blades squeezed. Please breathe, we're not holding our breath here. And as we release, hands are going to tint out, find that spider, legs out, arms up, your boat. Smile through it. Know you're having a good time, right? For 4, 3, 2, and legs come on down. Inhale the arms up, exhale into your forward fold. So catch your breath. Really get that stretch. And then as you release the hands, let's roll through the spine and drop on into those shoulders. So now let's stretch some of that out. Let's bring right heel in through center, left leg to the outside of the mat. Left arm to the inside. Now listen for the cue because this is going to move a little bit. We're gonna inhale the arm up. We're gonna exhale into side bend, so we're looking under the arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold the twist. So you can take that left hand, bring it down towards the mat, maybe tent the fingers to help give you a little push. If you're nowhere in the zip code of this left leg, bring the left leg in. And now let's just release and then come on up, stretching through the front part of the hips. We're gonna bring that left arm up, lift up, right hands to the floor. and then come on down. I'll move my weights out of the way. If you need to move anything. So left heel comes in, right leg comes out, right arm to the inside. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Now listen for the flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. 2 more times. We lift. We twist. We lift. We bend. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist and hold it. Now this is definitely my tighter side. It's actually about this leg. So I need to bring this leg in so I can get somewhere in the neighborhood of my right foot. And then as we release, taking my left hand back behind me, the right arm shoots up, hips come up, looking up towards the ceiling, and then come on back and down. So to open those hips up again, coming into butterfly. So bottoms of the feet in towards one another, bringing the heels towards the body line. Elbows are gonna come to the inside of the legs. Gonna push the chest forward. We're gonna keep a long, straight spine, and we're actually pushing into the knee crease to get stretch through the inner thigh, opening through the hip. So keep that long, straight spine. We're gonna go into our diamond. So heels are gonna come further away from the body line. Knees are gonna stay out to the side, bottoms of the feet towards one another. This time, go ahead and round the spine. Bring the forehead down towards the feet, the mat, depending on where you're able to take this stretch. So once again, it's not about owning a stretch or trying to use 8-pound weights. It's about getting the form. And then stretch is about finding that point of tension and then holding there, waiting for the body to give. So then as we roll up, find a comfortable seated posture. We're going to do a couple more hip openings, and then I'm going to work you to where you go back into Shavasana. Please do take a couple minutes for yourself. I'm not going to be with you through that. But before we get to there, walking the hands forward so both hips stay on the floor. We can all fall forward and bring the forehead down towards the mat. But we want to lengthen the arms out, keep the hips towards the floor, and now let the forehead just come down towards the mat. And if you're touching the mat, congratulations. I'm still working on this. Still working for some flexibility. It's a journey. And then let's walk those hands back towards the body. And then recross the legs. So the other leg, the one that doesn't feel normal, is on top. Let's walk those hands forward. Keep walking, keeping the hips on the floor, finding that point of tension, and that's where you hold. You wait for the body to give, and then if the body does give while you're in the stretch, walk the hands a little bit further away. And then walk those hands back in towards the body. So as we start to get you ready for Shavasana, it's been my pleasure today on behalf of the YMCA and myself. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to inhale the arms up. Please join me. Palms are to touch. Let's come through center on an exhale. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Please take the time to come back into a Shavasana, corpse pose, even happy baby if you want to hold into a happy baby, great hip opener, or you can do sleeping butterfly. And thank you once again.